What's up, guys? So, still working from home today. Still not feeling the best, but job's got to get done. So, working as much as I can through whatever this is. As you could probably tell, I don't sound the best, but gonna go grab some lunch on my lunch break, and then I'll probably see you guys once I start heading to the gym. So, all right, see you in a minute. All right, so just about to hit the gym. Work was wild today. I was stupid busy all day, and then now I'm still having to check some stuff, possibly within like the next hour or so, to see if anything's happened, and then I might have to work while I'm actually in the gym. So that'll be fun. Um, but yeah, so gonna go do that and deal with that, and then I'll see you guys after that workout. All right. Well, I would say that workout went pretty well. It was only a deload, so it wasn't anything too crazy, but I'd say it went pretty well. It was 3x3 on squats, which you'll probably have seen by now, and then I did quad-based Smith machine squats that were heavily quad-based because my heel was super raised. But yeah, so overall, wasn't a bad workout at all. Still kind of sick. You may be able to hear it. But yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of a rough day. Work was stressful and all that kind of stuff, but it is what it is. But I would say overall, I feel like today wasn't a bad day. I know that I'm not feeling too great. Work wasn't the best, but in all honesty, I kind of have to count my blessings because I have a job. I'm able to go work out. I'm able to have a roof over my head, food in the fridge because I'm about to go cook dinner. So yeah, I mean, overall, could have been a better day, but could have been a lot worse. There is something that I kind of wanted to talk about as like topic wise. I think the biggest thing that I've recently been finding out is that you have to kind of dictate what you're willing to allow, I guess is the best way to say it. Basically in the sense of if you allow somebody to act a certain way around you, or if you allow yourself to like binge eat, or if you allow yourself to go down a bad path, or you allow yourself to have and get into certain vices, like you very much so have control over that, and you are the one that is giving yourself permission to do said things or to allow said things to affect you. And that goes around many different avenues. What you allow other people to do to you, whether that's what you're willing to tolerate, I guess is the best way to say it. So if you tolerate people disrespecting you, if you tolerate people walking over you, if you tolerate people doing certain things and not letting them have any repercussions, then as much as it is on them and their character for doing said things to you, the duration of them doing it is very dependent on you and what you're willing to do. So when it comes to just those kind of circumstances and such, you are the one that really holds the power. Because I think I've talked about this before in another video, but very much so, things that occur, they are actions. and those actions shouldn't have been done to you. But the thing is that how long they affect you for is based off of your reaction. So if your reaction is to say, oh, I'm going to allow this for longer, or oh, I'm going to tolerate this for longer and see, that is basically affecting how long this is going to affect you, how long this is going to be something on your mind, something that is basically touching you or anything like that. Your reaction is going to be the main factor. You cannot change how anybody acts towards you. You cannot change what people think about you for the most part, because your character speaks for itself, but there's some people that dig in your character and say, oh, well, it has to have a deeper meaning. He's probably just a jerk, whatever that is. There's not much you can do about that. The only thing that you can do is focus on your actions, focus on your thoughts, and how you react. So if you have somebody that thinks lowly of you or doesn't really, I hate saying it like this, but doesn't deserve your presence or doesn't deserve anything with you, then because of that, you have the option for your reaction to be, okay, well, I'm not talking with you, or I'm not tolerating this anymore. I'm going to move past this. You do not affect me. And that is 100% on you. And the same thing goes for personal growth options or personal growth things. You know, if you're tolerant of you falling back into a certain vice, whether that would be binge eating or smoking or drinking heavily to beyond knowing where the heck you are, that is very much so on you. If you're allowing yourself to do it, that is your action. And based on your reaction, you're either going to continue to do it or you're going to get tired of it and change. And that's entirely dependent on you. That's entirely dependent on what you're willing to do. But I would just say, when it comes to those kind of things, you know, you very much so need to focus on yourself and be a little selfish. Because I won't lie, I found myself in a very vast amount of situations, but most of the situations, the root cause of it is that I am very, and I hate saying this, I'm not trying to be egotistical, but I am very selfless in a sense that I do not look after myself very much. And because of that, I fall behind. I don't do what I want to do. I don't get to do what I want to do, be where I want to be, because I'm not giving myself the time and the energy that I deserve just as a basic human being, just as being you, you know? So what I found is that not only do you need to learn to be a little less selfless, you need to learn to be a little selfish too, because you deserve it. Like you have people that you give your time to 100%, but you also deserve your own time. You deserve to take care of yourself. You deserve to give yourself what you need to thrive. That's one of the main reasons a lot of people go to the gym. They go to the gym because they want to get better, and you know, that's health is seen as going to the gym and lifting and that kind of stuff. But at the root of it, it's giving yourself time. It's giving yourself the chance to give yourself 2 hours or an hour and a half, however long you're going to go, to take care of yourself, to really be there for you. And that's what I found is that, you know, I have a love for the gym already, and I have a goal in mind. I'm in prep, but even after prep, like, I'm not just going to stop going. I'm going to continue to go, not only because I have like a goal of other stuff, but I deserve to give myself that time. I deserve to have that, just that time, that energy given to me, because that's what I deserve. And I might deserve more, but right now I'm working on giving it a little bit right now. And what I would say is people very much so need to understand that I feel like in this culture, it's very much so like, oh, well, you need to be as selfless as possible and all that kind of stuff. Yes, you do need to be selfless. Selflessness is not a bad thing. Do not hear that. But the thing is that it might not be a bad thing in the quantity. I mean, I won't lie to you, water can be poisonous in the sense that you can drown in it if you have too much. Same thing goes for anything in life. Anything can be deadly. It is about the quantity that you give yourself. Drinking can be deadly if you get yourself drunk all the time and you kill your body. But having it once in a while, having a drink here and there, that's not going to kill you. It's not going to really hurt you. Might dehydrate you, but that's about it. That's how it goes for everything. Everything is like that. And that's what people need to really focus on too, is like selfishness, again, is not all that bad. Same thing, like I said, with selflessness, but it's reversed. Too much selfishness is really, really, really bad, because that is just you being very, like, just feeding your own ego, and just, that's not good. But when it comes down to, giving yourself just a little bit of selfishness to take care of yourself and your own needs, that's actually going to make you better for other people. The analogy that I always think of is when you're on an airplane, they always tell you to put your oxygen mask on first. Because how are you going to take care of other people when you can't take care of yourself? It's the same principle. You need to be a little selfish to start out, because the selfishness tells you and teaches you how to be more selfless. It teaches you that as human beings, we do need our own time, no matter what the person is. And we do need to have time to figure out ourselves and all that kind of stuff, because the better we know ourselves, the better we can help somebody else. That is very much so what people need to do. Is they need to be, at least people that are very selfless, and they give and give and give and give and give. Your cup's going to run empty, and when your cup runs empty, how are you going to help anybody? You'll have nothing else to give. You'll be taking loans of yourself out to where you're draining your own energy and your own life source, if you will, and you can't give anymore. You need to take time to refill yourself so you can fill up others. And that's okay. It's okay to have a day to yourself. It's okay to take a personal day. It's okay, like, if you constantly go to the gym and all of a sudden your body kind of gives up on you, it's okay to be like, hey, you know what? My body's just not feeling it today. I think I just need a full rest day. I think I need to just lay off. Maybe I'll just go do like some cardio or something just to like move a little bit. But I think like with heavy lifting or like my high intensity training, it's just not there today. Okay. That's okay to give yourself some comfortability. That's okay to give yourself some cushion. Again, if you give yourself too much cushion where you're 3-4 days into not lifting, and all of a sudden it becomes a habit and you're binge eating and this and that, that's when it becomes a problem. That's when it becomes, well, that's not good. That's when you need to take a deep breath and you say, okay, there's a balance. Like everything in life, there's a balance. There's a balance to everything. There's a balance to how much you should eat, how much you shouldn't eat, what you shouldn't eat, all those kind of things, how much you should lift, how much you shouldn't lift. Everything has a balance. Everything can be in balance. When you start feeling either depression or anxiety, or you're feeling unhealthy, or you're feeling gross or this and that, and you're just feeling bad, is when there is lack of balance. That is what that means, is that you have a lack of balance. And if you have a lack of balance, the problem is you can work on it, for sure. You can work on it, but it's going to take some time to figure it out. And again, that's when your selfishness needs to come out. That's when you say, okay, I need to take this time for myself to figure this out so I can be better for the people around me. What I would say is always find your balance, because it's different for everybody. Some people don't like lifting. Some people like to do yoga. Okay, that's your thing, do it. Some people like to take fitness classes. Some people like to go on walks. Some people like to run. Some people like to do triathlons, Ironmans, swimming, biking, like anything like that. Okay, then everybody's different. If you find what makes you happy and what helps you kind of reset, stick to it. Have a routine, because that routine means that you have a balance. It means that you have that understanding of what you want and what you need coinciding with each other. And the same thing goes for work, because I'm trying to find my work to life balance right now because it's just really busy and hectic. Um, but yeah, you always need to have that balance. You need to have some sort of main ground that you're able to live on, because if you don't, then the problem that I said, you're not going to be able to help anybody, whether that's at work, whether that's personally, if your friends are going through issues and stuff. You don't want to say, sorry, I can't really talk with you right now because I can't figure out my own shit. It sucks to have to say that. So what I would say is, learn to be a little selfish if you're selfless. Learn to be a little selfless if you're really selfish. But learn to find the balance of life. Learn to find the balance between work and non-work, friendships and yourself, mom and dad, family and friends, everything. There is a balance to everything. And once you find that middle ground in your balance, you're going to be way happier. You're going to be way more understanding of situations. You're going to be very helpful when it comes to things, because you yourself are grounded in what you know and what you believe. In what you know and what you believe. And because of that, you're going to be a lot better for the people around you, which is, for me, what I needed to learn. But that's all I'll say for today. But until next time, guys, I'm parking right now. But until next time, peace, guys.